All right, parents, let's be real. Between work, school drop-offs, travel sports, and just trying to get a decent night's sleep, financial planning might feel like another thing you just don't have the time for. But here's the thing, you're already doing so much to set up your kids for success. What if I told you that money you saved for their education could also give them a head start on their retirement? So take my clients Mark and Jessica. They've got 2 kids, and when their son Ethan was born, they did what every responsible parent is told that they have to do. They opened a 529 college savings plan. They contributed consistently, they took advantage of tax benefits, and by the time Ethan turned 18, there was a solid chunk of money in the account. But here's the plot twist. Ethan landed a partial scholarship, and now Mark and Jessica weren't sure what to do with the leftover money. They asked me, can we use this for something else, or do we have to take a hit on taxes and penalties? And this is where converting unused 529 funds into a Roth IRA comes in. This is a powerful strategy that could help your child build wealth tax-free for their future. So let's break it down. A 529 plan is a tax-advantaged savings account specifically designed for education expenses. Things like tuition, books, room and board, and even some K-12 costs. But the big benefits, you get tax-free growth. So your money grows without Uncle Sam dipping into it. You can get tax-free withdrawals as long as you use it for qualified education expenses. Some states have deductions and credits, so depending on where you live, you might get extra tax perks. And this makes 529s a smart move for parents. But, like we all know, life doesn't always go as planned. Maybe your child gets a scholarship, decides to go to a cheaper school, or even skips college altogether. What then? But that's where we need to get strategic. So starting back in 2024, families have a new option, rolling over unused 529 funds into a Roth IRA for their child's future retirement. And here's why this is a game changer. You see, Roth IRAs grow tax-free. Your child won't pay taxes on gains or withdrawals in retirement. There's no penalties. So unlike cashing out a 529 early, rolling it into a Roth IRA avoids that 10% penalty. Let's talk about the massive compounding potential. $1 invested at age 18 has over 40 years to grow tax-free. Now, this isn't an automatic process, and you can't just move the money freely. There are a few key rules that you need to follow. First, the 529 account must be at least 15 years old. So if you just opened one last year, you'll need to wait before rolling anything over. 2, the funds must be rolled into the beneficiary's Roth IRA, not the parents', meaning this money must go into your child's retirement account and not your own. The third is that there's a lifetime limit of $35,000 per beneficiary, so you can't just dump a massive college fund into a Roth IRA all at once. Fourth, annual contribution limits do apply, so right now that's $7,000 per year. So let's get back to Mark and Jessica. They had $30,000 left in Ethan's 529 plan. And since the account had been open for over 15 years and Ethan had some income from his summer jobs, we started rolling over $7,000 a year into his Roth IRA. Now let's fast forward. If that money compounds at 7% annually until Ethan turns, let's say 65, that $30,000 could grow into over $450,000 tax-free. That's almost $500,000, all from money originally saved for college. And Ethan didn't have to put in another dime. This strategy isn't for everyone, but it's a fantastic option. Let's say your child gets a scholarship and doesn't need the full 529 amount. You've saved more than needed for their education. Your child is earning income and can contribute to a Roth IRA, and you want to give them a head start on retirement investing. But here's the kicker. Every state has different rules, so before you jump in, talk to a financial advisor like me to make sure that this strategy fits your plan. And if you're thinking, well, my kid might not need it, but I could use that money for something else, I hear you. And here are some alternative options for that unused 529 funds. You could always change the beneficiary. So if you have another child, you can transfer the funds to their 529 account. You could also use it for your own education. So if you're thinking about going back to school, a 529 can help cover your costs. You could also withdraw it for a penalty. So if needed, you can pull it out, but you're going to pay a 10% penalty on just the earnings. You can also use it for student loan repayment. so you can apply up to $10,000 towards the student loans. So even if the Roth IRA strategy isn't a fit, you still have some options. This is the kind of financial strategy that can really set your family up for long-term success. And the best part, you don't have to figure this out all alone. So step 1, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more smart money tips. Step 2, visit my website for personalized financial planning resources. And step 3, feel free to schedule a free consultation so we can map out a strategy for your family's future. You're working hard to give your kids the best life possible. Let's make sure your money is doing the same for them.